We go to 170 pounds here in the GMC tournament. In the green uniform, JFK's Brandon Farrell. He is a junior, undefeated, 23-0 on the season, 63-19 for his career. And in the black uniform, South Plainfield Scott Quiroga. He's also a senior. He's a senior, I'm not also. 16-3 on the season, 20-8 for his career. Quiroga from South Plainfield has not had a place finish in the GMC tournament. Farrell from JFK took third at 160 pounds last year and also took a fourth place finish at 160 in the districts in 2013, again a junior. Farrell is the second JFK wrestler here in the finals. He is the top seed at 170 pounds. Quiroga from South Plainfield came from the 7th seed. A 4-3 decision to make it to the finals, beating Farrell Khan of Carteret.
And Farrell, pancake. Farrell is going to pick up 2 and 3 back points. We're going to get a blood stop.
Back after the blood stoppage, Brandon Farrell from JFK in the green on top right now, leading 5-0. Had that big 5-point move, turning Scott Quiroga over before the blood occurred. We're under a minute to go here in the first period. This was, as you were just saying, Stu, off air, a pretty wide open weight class.
Well, Quiroga got here with an upset over the 2nd seed, Dimitri McCole of Old Bridge.
And it looks like Quiroga was a little hurt. There's a fairly narrow apron around the circle. And it looked like he slipped and as they went out and hit the wood floor of the gym.
Which will give us an opportunity to mention some other wrestlers in this weight class with notable records. Farrell Khan of Carteret with 17 wins.
We have injury
Brandon
time.
Bolin of Middlesex with 15 wins. Devin Michael of Bishop Bar with 11. Mike Rehorn of Metuchen with 11. Samuel Kim of East Brunswick with 10. And we're going to get a fresh start with Farrell on top in position and in score. Farrell in the green.
Farrell, the #1 seed, was a somewhat prohibitive favorite coming in. Made it to the finals with just a 3-2 win over East Brunswick Sam Kim, but he had 2 pins leading up to that decision. Scott Quiroga from South Plainfield with a 4-3 decision over Farrell Khan of Carteret to get to the finals. And pretty much decisioning his way into the finals. Farrell with a dominating performance here in the first minute and a half of the match.
170 was won by another Kennedy wrestler last year, Brandon Simon, where he pinned Wesley Gleesman of Monroe in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So Farrell looking to become a back-to-back champion for JFK at 170.
That concludes the first period with a 5-0 lead for Brandon Farrell of JFK in the green. He defers his choice. And Quiroga takes bottom. Staying tight.
Quiroga also a football player for South Plainfield. Credits coach Matt Anderson as an influence in his wrestling. You got quite a few coaches in that South Plainfield room that just bring tremendous amount of experience and knowledge. Craig Salvatore, of course, the head coach Kevin McCann, John Fascola.
Farrell not letting Quiroga get much of anything out there. He is controlling his hips, keeping him down. A quick shoulder roll by Quiroga. Gets out and scores his first points with 1:10 to go here in the second period at 170 pounds. And there is blood again. At 170 pounds, Brandon Farrell from JFK in the green with a 5-1 lead, gets in on a double, goes to the single, and gets his takedown on Scott Quiroga as they go out of bounds, extending his lead to 7-1. 49 seconds to go here in the second period.
Well, South Plainfield, who by some people's standards would be having a down year as a team, are dominating this tournament with 210.5 points over Monroe with 183.5 points. Props to Carteret, not known for being a wrestling powerhouse, but 91 points and a strong 5th place finishing. Interesting to note that. Nice to see schools all in the mix.
Well, Dan Farrar at Carteret in his 7th year has done a nice job of bringing back that program. They had dropped the program sometime, I think, in the late 70s, and for years did not have it. And they have a good rec program, good middle school program, and an escape by Quiroga, making it 7-2 with just 2 seconds to go here in the second period. But saying again, Dan Farrar has done a nice job at Carteret. We go to the third period. Farrell having choice, and he goes neutral. He has gotten 2 takedowns already in this match.
Carrera's going to need something big here. Trailing by 5. Look for him to be the aggressor. Farrell look for him to, for his best defense to be offensive here.
After being somewhat dominated in the first period, the early part of the second, Quiroga has kept coming back. He has not given up and yielded to Farrell's force. Getting a little physical as they go out of bounds on the far side.
Brandon Farrell in the green, up 7-2. We're at 170.
In thinking about it, Stu, it was not a bad idea to take neutral, get to save a little energy. He's got a big lead, a 5-point lead.
Block off shots, do enough, stay busy.
Right.
Stay aggressive, maintain a good defense.
Coming up on a minute to go here in regulation at 170 pounds, the GMC Finals.
Farrell keeping it safe near the edge. Using the perimeter of the mat to his advantage. Gets in trouble, he'll jump out. Just going to try to ride that 5-point lead.
Back in the center, under a minute to go here in the third period of the 170-pound finals.
Farrell's been wrestling up to his potential this year. He had the potential last year as a sophomore. This year, he's wrestling with up to his capabilities, 23-0 on the season.
Really strong whizzer by Farrell to counter the aggressiveness of Quiroga, and they go out of bounds with exactly 30 seconds to go here in regulation. "15 seconds to go here in the third. And barring that big move by Quiroga, it looks like we're going to have the first JFK championship of the tournament. 5 seconds to go. Brandon Farrell of JFK, a 7-2 win at 170 pounds. Farrell, the champion of the GMC tournament at 170 pounds.